So she is a competitor, though. She is going far. I'm saying it right now. I was wrong. What's up, everyone? It's Ollie back with another Canada's Drag Race review. We're reviewing episode 3 tonight. Also, happy Friday. Before I start, like, share, subscribe, whatever. Subscribe to the Drag Race TV channel. I am also co-hosting along with my AfterBuzz TV family, my drag family. We'll be covering All Stars 5, the remainder of the season, and check out more content on that channel. With Kind gone, it just goes to show that just because you are a notable name in the drag scene in Canada, or wherever you are, it doesn't mean you're necessarily going to do amazing on Drag Race. And this is quite a fact, because you have so much more expectations. You know, I feel like Tainomi is also kind of suffering the same fate as Kind a little bit. She's constantly in the bottom because people have such high expectations, and even if she does like a misstep, people are going to read her because it's like, come on, Tainomi, you know better, girl, you know better. The queens have to split up into teams of 2 to do the Anchors Mini Challenge along with Tracy Melshore. I don't know who the hell that is. In this mini challenge, they have to basically read from a teleprompter in teams of 2, but not only do they have to talk in English, they also have to talk in Draglish and French. Are you freaking kidding me? This whole challenge was a mess. It was fun, haha, hiki, but it was a mess. Standouts, Jimbo. You know already, Jimbo's one of my favorites. She was doing Nancy Grace. Are you kidding me? Jimbo is just so freaking hilarious. Anything Jimbo does, you just can't help but to fall in love with Jimbo. But unfortunately, her partner Boa wasn't that great, so they didn't win the challenge. It ended up being Lemon and Priyanka winning the challenge, and I actually agree with this. I felt like even though they weren't the best at French, Lemon was doing the French part, I think Priyanka was doing the English. They still had great characters, going to Rita and Kiara, who probably were the best at their French, Rita especially. They did it amazingly, but there was no character, so I agree. Priyanka and Lemon completely deserve this. Also, you kind of want to try to win, but at the same time, this doesn't really affect you. It doesn't affect you being eliminated by any means. But also you want to try to win because you might get like a head up on the queen, such as a certain advantage, which Priyanka and Lemon do because they are actually the team captains of the week, because the girls have to do a rap battle, diss track, joint battle stage galacta. They split up into 2 teams, and Lemon picks Boa, Tainomi, Kiara, and Jimbo. And they are known as the Dwalls. The Dwalls? I think that's with a W. Meanwhile, Priyanka picks the team of Rita, Scarlett, Anastasia, and last, Ilana. But because Ilana's picked last again, I believe last week she was picked last, it really affects her. And I think this is a very relatable story that a lot of queer people can relate to, because let's be faced it, at PE class in elementary, we were always constantly picked last. Or maybe we weren't even picked at all. Maybe we just sat at the sidelines and just watched people. Maybe we're the water boy, the water girl, whatever. But I mean, that's a story that everyone can relate to. I felt for her, but at the same time, all right, I'm thinking, okay, Ilana's getting a lot of screen time. Ilana hasn't been doing that great in this competition, and I love some of her looks so far, but I'm thinking at this point, okay, she's going home probably. Not only is Lemon such a great dancer, but I'm also, first and foremost, Lemon, where's the dancing, girl? Because in that first lip sync, I was like, girl, you said you was like the best dance race, or like contestant. Where are the moves? Where are the moves? Remember her lip sync with Juicebox? But that bitch proved me wrong in this episode when they were picking up the choreography. I was like, get it, Lemon. Okay, Lemon's like the dancer. She's a great dancer. She can get choreography. But also, I think not everyone who does choreography, it might not translate into like freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be good at getting choreography, but actually dancing just freestyle, it's 2 different things. And also with freestyle, you might not be good at getting the choreography, but damn, Lemon proved me wrong. I was like, okay, Lemon can dance. Also in this episode, we come to find out this rivalry with Boa and Scarlett. Now, Boa's doing great in this competition despite her reputation in Canada isn't always that great. Scarlett, on the other hand, has actually been quite a sister to Boa, helped her get some gigs, and Scarlett's also such a great, a well-known name in Canada. And I definitely can see that because Scarlett, to me, I don't think she's, polished isn't the right word, but like, she's polished, but she's also just like so alternative, and she's such a rock star. Like, I mean, she's freaking swallowing fire, for crying out loud. So I don't know if that's actually polish, but let me just say talent. But Scarlett is just talent. Like, bitch. Another heartbreaking moment in this episode is when we come to find out that Priyanka isn't completely out to her parents. She's out to her mom, I believe she said, but she's not out to her father, because in their country, being queer, you could get killed. And that's really disheartening because, it goes to show that not every queer person is still out, and not every drag performer is still out to their family. It's hard. It's hard, especially if you are of color. Coming out is a lot different than, being white and queer, because there's layers of intersectionality that affect you, whether your family's more traditional or whether the way your community is going to look at you, because there's just added layers of discrimination that can affect you. It's a huge difference from being white and gay to Black and gay, Hispanic and gay, Asian and gay, so I understand Priyanka's story. It's not easy coming out all the time if you are a minority. So let's get to the rap battle. I totally loved this whole production. At first I was like, this might be a little bit messy, but I actually ended up loving it. I have to say, overall, I think the Dolls did much better than the Moose Knuckles. Excuse me. I think the Dolls actually looked like a group, whereas the others, the Moose Knuckles, looked like they were just thrown together, whereas the Dolls looked like, collectively, they looked like a group. So smart to have different colors of wigs on, because then you instantly saw who was who. You saw Bo with the green, you saw Lemon with the yellow, you saw Jimbo with the orange. Like, you saw each individual character. Also, I love that they actually had their raps. The raps were so much better, and they were dissing the other groups. I actually liked hearing them bring up the other groups' names and actually dissing them, which was part of the challenge. So since they were judged individually, I think that Boa did amazing. Her verse was freaking on fire. She's talking about she's a big booty bitch. She was giving the moves. She wasn't getting the choreography completely. I remember oh my God, the editors were doing some of these girls so dirty. You would just see like instances of the girls at some points, and they would just be the instrumental track, and they'd just be dancing, not even doing the choreography, where the other girls were behind them hitting the choreography. So I lived for those moments. But Boa still did great despite her kind of messing up at some points and not fully getting the choreography. I wonder if they performed this twice, because sometimes on regular Drag Race, they will perform their performances twice. Scarlett did amazing. I just loved her quick verse, but she was also in the Moose Knuckles. I was hoping she would bring a diss. I don't think she dissed anyone like directly in her rap, but she got the moves. She has the confidence, the charisma, and just her looks. Like, good God, Scarlett's becoming one of my favorites. Lemon girl, you might just be the raptress, because I loved her moves, first and foremost. The fact that you have to get choreography and you have to lip sync at the same time, and these girls were struggling with the choreography. And she gave me what I wanted. She was dissing the other girls. She dissed like everyone, and she didn't even know Priyanka's name. She's like, what's that other one's name? Girl, Lemon did good. I was like, Lemon, you should have saved your win for this week, because I was thinking Lemon should have won this week. And last but not least, Priyanka. Priyanka definitely had an advantage. Not only does Priyanka have such stage presence, she was also the one who went last. So the fact that you're going last already is like gonna make you memorable, especially if you do well. Okay, so let's run down the looks real quick. Starting with Kiara. I actually really like this look. I don't know why the judges were dragging her. I enjoyed it. She didn't stand out in the challenge, really. Probably one of the weaker girls. However, I didn't think her look was bad. If anything, this was like an amplified version of Kyne's look from episode 1. Jimbo was my favorite. I am so biased. I apologize, but I can't help it. Jimbo just constantly hits the mark. She hits the mark way over there that no one was expecting. That look with the 17 wigs she had on with the belts was hot as hell. She looked like Dark Phoenix rising from the BDSM convention. I don't know. She looked good. Oh, God. Tainomi, it's so bad. I want to root for her. But she comes out in this hair dress. This looked like Jade Jolie's from season 5. Like, And that wasn't a bad look, but she looked like she got the scraps of this and put it into a dress that was unflattering. I think the only thing I liked was like the hat. The dress, no. Bo had the mankini look. I was like, yes, Boa, get it, bitch. Get it, bitch. Like, no matter what, that bitch is a star. Okay, that bitch is a star. You don't have to like her, but at the same time, you're still talking about her, and she's memorable as F, and I can see this girl going really far in this competition. She may not be in the top 3, top 4, top 2, whatever, but this, you're gonna remember Boa no matter what. Lemon, I liked it, but I wish the hair was green, because she was a lemon tree. So her dress was the trunk, and the hair was like the leaves or whatever, but like, the hair should have been green, I think, right? Don't you think? I don't know. I get it. She's a lemon tree, but I wanted the hair green. I wanted the hair green. Priyanka, you know, I'm a Harley stan, a Harley Quinn stan. You already know. So whenever there's like a half this, half that, she basically stole Brooklyn Heights look this week. I liked it. It wasn't my favorite, but definitely you could just see her freaking legs go on and on for days. This bitch got legs for days. Anastasia, oh, so bad. I thought she was doing so well in this competition. Then she comes out in this look with the cousin It and the Chun-Li. Obviously, we know these characters. We love these characters, especially Chun-Li. How many of us gays picked Chun-Li in Street Fighter growing up? That's how you knew we was gay. But it was just too much going on. She should have picked just one of the characters. Pick Chun-Li. Pick cousin It. Do what Brooklyn said or somebody said about Morticia instead of Chun-Li. For the Addams family, it was too much. It was too much. But I appreciate her trying to go there. You know, I feel like a lot of people want to see the fantasy, want to see the hair. This was the hair challenge. Of course, you want to do as much hair as possible, but it's also, you need to edit. You need to edit it a little bit. Rita's was fun. I like that she had the Cyndi Lauper kind of like concept going on for her, the 80s look, especially Cyndi Lauper. Like, that was an iconic redhead look with the shaved head. Like, Cyndi is so freaking amazing. First of all, she's a gay icon. You already know that. But she's so ahead of her time. She's such a freaking ally. So I love that she had this Cyndi Lauper concept. I think some of the queens should have done what Rita did and kind of find a queer character, or some character that we know, we love, and really help that feed into your look. You don't have to completely copy paste like Cyndi Lauper, like I was saying, but kind of have some kind of homage or have some inspiration. Scarlett was like another Harley Quinn character. I love this. She had Bobo in her hair. She had the 2 different colored eyeshadows. She had the hair dress. She has such presence. Like, I cannot emphasize it enough. I was living for this look. It might have been, if it wasn't for Jimbo, this would have been my favorite. But definitely one of my favorites. And I think she should have won this week. Yeah, I honestly, Priyanka, I'm sorry, but I think Scarlett, this was Scarlett's week. And last but not least, oh my God, I didn't mean to do that. I swear I didn't mean to do that. Alana, saying Alana last. Alana's look was beautiful. It was giving me Georgette from Oliver and Company vibes. The powder blue, I think that's like her favorite color. She came into the entrance, episode 1 with the powder blue. I loved her poodle, just Cerberus looking thing. I was here for it. I loved it. And this look might have saved her from being in the bottom. Like I said, Priyanka ends up winning. I'm not mad at it. The girl looked sickening on the runway, and her presentation on her performance, that's what I'm trying to say, was great as well. So congratulations, Priyanka. And if Priyanka didn't win, I thought Scarlett should have taken it. But in the bottom, it's Anastasia and Tainomi. I am shook. I'm shook, y'all. I am shook. Because I really thought Alana was going to be in the bottom. And I think, ooh, it's hard. It's hard. I wanted Tainomi not to be in the bottom because I'm like, damn, she's been in the bottom ever since this competition started, essentially. So I really thought it was going to be Alana and Anastasia, but it ended up being Tainomi again and Anastasia. And they lip sync to, ooh, what is wrong with me? Absolutely Not, by Deborah Cox, who did such an amazing, she was such a great host. She was such a great host coming down the runway. I live for the guest hosts, the guest judges. I live for it. I think it's so amazing that they get a chance to basically do Rue's job for judging. It's so refreshing. It feels like they're participating more, and that's what I think I really like about it. So lo and behold, the lip sync is pretty neck and neck. I could see any one of them staying, any one of them going home, honestly, but it ends up being Anastasia, and it's so bittersweet. I was wrong. I thought this bitch was gonna be our front runner. Nope. Not anymore, because Tainomi sent her packing. But I was right, because I already knew last episode that Tainomi, if she's gonna be the lip sync assassin. She is. She might, well, we'll see. We'll see if she lasts another week in the bottom. That was this week's episode of Canada's Drag Race. Tell me what you thought. Who's your favorite? What you think's gonna happen? Your predictions. Anything else you think is anything I might have missed? Anything else? I don't know. Follow me on all social media platforms at Ollie Dreamer. And be sure to tune into our All Stars 5 live shows every Sunday at 4 p.m. California time. Yeah. Bye.